Nolan King here for MMA Junkie, and I am fired up. I'm excited for this one. A rare opportunity to interview two fighters that will be competing against one another on July 24th in Las Vegas. It's an idea I've always had, right? Trying to get two guys on there, like press conference style in an interview, but I don't like the trash talk to be in the midst of that. And so I had to wait until the stars aligned, which I think they finally have, because these two guys, I don't think they're going to be attacking one another personally, but I think they will be attacking each other's favorite junk food. So without further ado, since I'm here in Connecticut, I'm going to introduce New England's finest first. We have Randy the Zohan Costa. Randy, how are you, man?
Nolan, I appreciate you having me on, man. I'm fighting for all the chocolate lovers and people that prefer to eat their calories. And yeah, I appreciate you having me on, man. It's gonna be interesting. I'm excited.
All right. Well, I think things are about to get a little heated, because we also have from Houston, Texas, we got the Mr. Dr. Pepper himself, Adrian Yanez.
Look, man, look.
He's wearing the jersey.
Already, bro. I came prepared. Man, I came correct, man. If I'm going out on the shield, I'm going out on the shield, man. See, that man doesn't even have a Reese's Pieces shirt. Come on. Like, come on. Like, what's going on? What you doing here? You don't rep it? Come on, brother. Oh, man, I'm already pumped. Come on, man.
All right,
chocolate, the two, dude.
We already have emotions flying here early. It's going to be like Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton, those debates. I'm going to try my best to moderate here without losing control. But Randy, an accusation right off the bat. Do you own any sort of Reese's clothing?
I sure do, man. And my first real TikTok video that's gonna be used. That's a secret, and I'm gonna let that out, but I'm gonna make Adrian eat his words.
Oh man, okay. All right. Touche, fair play. I don't have a TikTok, but hey, that's fine. Grown men shouldn't have TikToks, but all right.
So I guess let's start with you, Adrian. Where did your history with Dr. Pepper begin? Like, what age did you start consuming and being passionate about that drink?
Oh, way too early. Oh, it happened way too early, man. Honestly, as long as I can remember, like growing up, like that's like. It's Texas, man. So you're gonna have like all the sodas in front of your face, and then like my favorite just happened to be the Dr. Pepper. It would just naturally gravitated towards me, and I remember like tasting it and just falling in love with it, even to the point where like me and my dad, because my dad loved Pepsi, and so like we would go back and forth with each other, being like, "Nah, I think this is better. No, this is better," and it's kind of grown on me, and I love it. It's a vice for me now. Like every single time I get the chance to drink a Dr. Pepper, I'll drink it. But during fight camps, I abstain, and so once the fight's over, man, I go ham. I go heavy on it, man. So to me, it's I don't know. It's my vice.
Randy, have you ever gone ham on Dr. Pepper by any chance?
On Dr. Pepper, I have not. Well, it's probably because I prefer my drinks not to taste like barbecue. Yeah, that's probably the reason why. I'd rather drink battery acid, honestly.
Yeah,
really?
you know what, man? Hey, look, he's trying to say he'd rather not drink his barbecue. Where I'm from, that's a compliment, man. Hey, look, just go ahead and try to insult it that way all you want, but you're pumping me up every single time you say that, man. That's energy flowing towards me.
All right, and then on the flip side, Adrian, what are your thoughts on Reese's Cups, man? Do you think that this guy's putting them up on too high a pedestal?
Man,
or are you
too high of a pedestal, man. Too high of a pedestal, man. You can literally go buy the two ingredients that it takes, peanut butter and you can go get some really good dark chocolate, really good chocolate, whatever one bites your fancy, and buy it all separately, high quality, and make it way better than the Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, man. Dude, like, it actually helps me cut weight. I open up Reese's Peanut Butter Cups just so I can lose my appetite and then just sit back and be like, oh, man, I can lose 4 pounds right about now, man. I want to eat shit for days. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
well,
yeah, bro. Look, it's true.
Randy's in a state of shock right now. I mean, do you have anything to say to that, man? Like, I feel like somebody just came in here and called out your whole family, your everything you've worked for.
Well, I'm glad that my Reese's cups metaphorically help him cut weight. But the fact of the reality is I take the empty bottles of Dr. Pepper. When I'm doing my water loading stuff, I often will dump the Dr. Pepper out and use them as my urine bottles when I'm driving. So it's great. Man, that's literally helping me cut weight. My thing is metaphorically helping him cut weight. So it's fine, man. It's good.
Hey, look, to each his own. Look, you're helping my steak because I actually invested into Dr. Pepper. So every Dr. Pepper bottle you bought, it's going towards me, man. Look, I love it. Thank you so much.
Now, I know you guys have kind of worked for this a little bit on Twitter lobbying. When are the sponsorships going to come here? I mean, you guys are pretty loyal to your brands. What do you think? Well, Randy, what do you think, man? Reese's, have they returned your calls or anything, or what's going on here?
Dude, I have no idea. I mean, we're trying, and I think it's pretty. I mean, I'm trying to help him get the Dr. Pepper sponsorship too. I mean, this is, dude. If we could get these sponsorship, man, imagine that. Like, we got soda sponsorship and candy sponsorship, and we're at a little guy division in the UFC. I mean, that's pretty crazy, dude. I mean, hopefully we can get it done. I haven't heard anything yet, but I mean, it's all right though. I don't need the free chocolate because Adrian's gonna buy me a month's supply after the fight.
Let's talk about the bet a little bit. You guys have agreed on something here, right, Adrian? Is there some sort of friendly wager?
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. He owes me a month's supply of Dr. Pepper right after the fight, so it's gonna be fun, man. I'm gonna have a great time, especially. I love Dr. Pepper cherry, man. I like to add that extra little bit of cherry flavor, so just remember that, man.
Are there other flavors besides cherry, or is that?
Oh yeah, they got Dr. Pepper, the regular Dr. Pepper, Dr. Pepper cherry, Dr. Pepper vanilla. They got a whole bunch of different ones, man. Even Dr. Pepper cream soda. The one I claim, but it's that one cousin that, hey, it's family, but not at the same time. So it's a part of it. But also Dr. Pepper real sugar. Oh, bro, I'm telling you, they throw down. They throw down with all this.
And then, Randy, I know your first media day, I believe, for the UFC down in Atlanta, you gave a very specific, well-thought-out ranking system of all the different Reese's products, right? Is that something that you work on often? Like, does it ever change, or is it always kind of pretty similar?
I mean, the theory has been proven correct. But as the person that I am, I need to confirm that theory. So I try to confirm that theory as often as I can, and I intend on confirming that theory again for the third time on next Saturday night.
And what's kind of your history with Reese's Cups? Is it the fact that you guys share the same initials? Is it just something that you like growing up? Like, what is it here?
Dude, I just can't get enough of peanut butter and chocolate, bro. I love it, dude. I love it. And I prefer, like I said, to eat my calories. I prefer my consumption of snacks to not taste like barbecue. It's just great, man. It's the perfect fit. Yeah, dude, I just love fucking Reese's, bro. I love them.
Hey, look, to each his own, man. If you have if your taste buds are that low, like, and you have that low quality of taste buds, hey, bro, more power to you, brother. Like, hey, look, barbecue, man, comes in many different forms, and being able to drink it, that's the best type. And hey, bro, look, hey, like I said earlier, man, you can go buy some high quality chocolate, high quality peanut butter. Make your own better version. Actually, I think that's the route to go, man. You should do that. That's actually, like, you could actually, like, instead of like fucking having to buy it at the store, make it on your own. Shoot, even sell it. See, I'm trying to throw ideas at you too, bro.
Yeah, bro. I appreciate that, man. You're really helping me out. If is it too late to change the bet? Maybe we can just change it to a month supply of dark chocolate and peanut butter. We can mess it up that way.
Hey, you know what? We can go in business with each other. It doesn't matter.
Well, we're breaking bread here. We're reaching some middle ground, which is kind of surprising to me. But how often do you guys, like, obviously you guys are professional fighters, right? So both of these things, you can't really use them, much in your diet during camp, I would assume. But I'm sure it's pretty strong motivation, right? So I guess how often is this on your brain while you're working in the gym, while you're drilling, while you're doing your strength and conditioning? Man. Is it just always there?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. It's always, man. It's always one of those things that whenever I pick up a water bottle, I'm just like, man, I could be drinking a Dr. Pepper. Like, man, just being able to get quick recovery with all the sugar and all that stuff. So that's the way I kind of look at it. Like, oh man, it worked out really, really hard. All right, I can have all this get all my recovery from all the sugars and everything. But yeah, I talk myself out of it every single time. I have to talk myself down just because, like, man, I really miss it.
And then Randy, you same thing, man. I mean, you tweet about it quite a bit, so I'm assuming that that's something that it's often on the mind.
Yeah, dude, 100%. I mean, just like Adrian, we're making this like a big stupid thing where we're going back and forth, this, that, the other thing. But like even before this fight was made, he was talking about Dr. Pepper up and down, and I'm talking about Reese's up and down. That part, dude, it's not a show. Like I really fucking love Reese's, dude. Like an insane amount. I don't have any during camp. But as soon as the fight's over, bro, I don't stop. I'll be a buck 65 3 weeks after the fight for sure, and that's just because the Reese's.
There you go. And I guess all the trash talk aside, all the joking aside, let's talk about how this fight was made, because I think you guys have done a great job of promoting it, but it also is something that we don't necessarily see a lot, right? Guys being able to make their own matchups on Twitter, have it be announced, and have everybody freak out. So I guess for you guys, when did your paths cross, right? Was it the Reese's Dr. Pepper thing kind of a debate? Was it, did somebody see someone's performance and think, oh, that would be a fun fight, I like this guy? Like, which one of you guys did this matchup first which one of you pitched this first? I don't even remember.
Honestly, it would probably be Randy on his side, because I just remember, like, after my fight, all the tweets were kind of going up and everybody's already trying to make the next matchup. And, there's a lot of names that they throw out there. They're like, oh, you should fight this guy, or this guy, this guy. And I remember out of nowhere, somebody said something to Randy, somewhere along the lines of being like, hey, like, something like, oh, you appreciate him, like you like, don't be scared to fight this guy. And Randy replied with the whole like, oh no, I might like this guy, but I'll still fight him. And I remember seeing that and be like, dude, hey, same here. Like, I might like you, but I'll still fight you. So it like kind of was all respect, and it was like people just trying to match us up together. And out of everybody whose name was thrown down, Randy was the only guy that responded, and he was the only one that was willing to put his name on the contract. And like, all that itself is the biggest respect out of all of it, because, man, like, shoot, like, it's really, really cool, because we have big high respect for each other. And then also at the same time, we both throw down, and MMA Twitter was kind of one of those big proponents of like getting this fight put together.
Yeah, and that fan support, Randy, I know it's something we talked about. Like, you guys' fight got announced the same day as Israel Adesanya versus Marvin Vettori. And if you looked at the social media accounts, it was like pretty even. I think you guys were even beating them in some of the metrics. So was that cool for you to see that fan support and people get that excited about it? Because that's obviously a big part of why this fight was made, was that the interest was already shown before it was booked.
Yeah, man. And, to piggyback off what Adrian said, Adrian was never one of the guys where I was like, oh, I want to fight that guy because he's a fucking dickhead. It was never any of that. People were just like tweeting at me. I forget. I must have been tweeting during Adrian's fight or something, because I had been following him on Contender, and I was a fan of him. He was very fun to watch. And someone said, oh, Randy versus Adrian would be fun, whatever. And like 3 or 4 people said that, and then somebody tweeted, oh, he must be scared. I'm like, yo, I'm not fucking scared, dude. I'm just not gonna talk shit. But if we're gonna talk shit about something, fuck, Dr. Pepper sucks. But it was cool to see it was cool to see it take off like that, dude. Like, it's definitely not something I expected to happen, and it's probably not something that Adrian expected to happen. But it's really cool that we got both sides, me and my people, and him and his people, to come together and bring this fight, and promote this fight on 100% positivity. Like, nobody's on either side is taking digs at anybody. It's just, it's just fucking cool to see. It's obviously a completely different route than what we saw last week with Conor and Dustin. It's just a fight that people are excited to see, that's built on positivity. It's cool to be a part of it, and I'm glad. I'm happy I have a worthy opponent and someone with as much talent as Adrian has. It's gonna be a fucking show, dude. It's gonna be a good fight.
Yeah, no doubt. And Adrian, I'm sure, since the fight was announced, I think the thing is, we knew that there were people that were interested, but like, there's been memes, there's been like posters, people have like, really gone intense. So has that been cool to see? Like, it's people are excited to the point that they're, making all this stuff, they're marking on their calendars. And I think actually the last UFC lineup we got for the scheduling, you guys are actually kind of bumped up onto the main card now. So what's like this whole buzz been like for you?
Man, honestly, it's been a big blessing just because like man, like it's the shine that we both deserve if we're being quite honest with you. Like we're both talented, we're both really hard focused, hard working fighters that man, that it's honestly one of these things that it's a big blessing because man, like some other people get the spotlight whenever they don't deserve it. And you know, we've been putting on stellar performances in the last couple fights, and I'm just glad that the MMA Twitter kind of took a hold of us and was like, hey, like we're gonna boost these people up because man, they put in the work. And even uh, I don't consider it work, but getting back to everybody on Twitter and getting back with those people and like constantly like going back and forth with those guys, whether you hate it or love it, you know, you kind of have to do it because it's like whether everybody likes it or not, they pay to see you fight, or they're always tuning in. And without them, there wouldn't be no MMA, there wouldn't be no UFC or anything. So you have to always go back and pay homage to those guys, whether you like them or not. And then just to see how like big they actually created it for us, man, it's just awesome, man. I honestly like right after the fight, seeing it grow in real time was man, was just amazing. I took a step back and looked at it and was just in shock of like, wow, like holy crap, me and Randy and MMA Tour are making like a big wave and big noise, you know, and seeing how whenever Marvin Vittori and Israel Adesanya got announced, and I didn't even check the metrics. I had actually got tagged in a post by Randy saying that we got higher, we're like equal to them, and I was like, dude, that's holy shit, this is big. And you know what? I'm not 100% sure on the placement on where we're on the fight card because I saw somewhere that we're not on the main card. But either way, man, it's gonna be a fun one. And then even if we're on the prelims, we're gonna steal the show anyways. We're gonna steal it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's gonna be stolen. People are gonna be. It's the people's main event. They want it. We want it. And obviously, whenever the whole event's over, what people are gonna remember is our fight.
What do you think, Randy? Fight of the night?
Yeah, man. Dude, it's just the fight is just like stylistically as a fan, dude. Like I wish that I wasn't going to be the one in the driver's seat this time, just because of how exciting like the matchup actually is. You know, we have we're same but different, like, with our styles, and it's just such an exciting fight. And I'm glad that, like I had said, it got promoted with literally nothing but positivity. Like, and I think that with this fight, Adrian and I are only helping each other's stocks. Like, you know what I mean? Like, neither of us are degrading, neither of us are insulting, neither of us are talking any shit about the fights, any about the record, and like nothing. Like all that, this fight is built up on something that's so fucking ridiculous that it's not even fucking funny. You know, it's like it's soda and fucking candy, and you're telling me that we talked ourselves into a fucking main card fight because we're just being stupid on Twitter. Like, dude, that's so fucking cool, and I'm just happy to be a part of it. But I wish I could watch the fight as a fan.
Yeah, I'm definitely privileged enough to do that. And I'll end with this. I don't want to ruin, the trash talk at the beginning was very vicious, very vile. I'm not trying to blow you guys' spots and make you, shake hands or anything. But after the fight, is it a possible scenario that instead of breaking bread, we break junk food here, and there could be both at the after party?
Man, he better bring some high quality shit.
snack weight champ for the world, baby.
Yeah, man. Bring some high quality shit, man. That's all I'm asking. Bring some high quality stuff. I'll bring my Dr. Pepper cherry, and I'll let you have some. You kind of messed it up for me a little bit, man. I'm still a little bit, irked, but you know what? I might let you have a cup or two.
Yeah, dude.
Awesome.
I agree, man. Obviously, we're going to get through the fight. The fight is number one. I mean, all this stuff right here is fun. It's cool. But, I mean, we're on the same page, dude. We're going to go in there. We're going to fucking give it 100% after the fight. It would be after the fight, dude, that we can figure it out. We can have some fun. We can enjoy it. And kind of just, like, reap the benefit of, like, all the work that we've been doing on the internet and promoting and training and stuff like that. I'm excited, dude. But I'm excited to put on a fucking show. That's the big thing, dude. Like, this is going to be – like this is going to be a fun fight, and I feel like people are really going to talk about it. And, obviously it's not the best of circumstances where like two people are like so cool with each other that they have to compete and put on a good show. But I think that Adrian and I have enough respect for each other. It's like, dude, fuck it. Let's go. We're going to touch gloves. We're going to put on a fucking fight. And we're going to enjoy the night. And we're going to make it, we're going to boost our stock and hopefully get these fucking sponsorships, dude.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. It's always the respectful, like it's never been those guys who hate each other the most that make the most exciting fights, because that's actually made some of the most boring fights out there. It's the guys who actually respect each other and know the skill set and know how hard the other person's trained. That always makes for the best fights. And honestly, man, like I've been looking forward to this for a very long time, because like, man, like did I blow? Okay, never mind. Okay. Scam likely calls. Fuck them. but no, it's great. It's just great all around. It's great for the sport. It's great for the UFC, and it's great for us because we're gonna go out there. We're gonna put on a fucking show, and whenever we do, man, it's gonna be blood, guts, and war, and it's gonna be fun, man. And at the end of the day, it's only gonna just put us way up higher. It's only gonna put us up high.
Yeah, well, I appreciate both of your times. Like I said, there's not many guys that I could have done this with, but I know both of you guys are good people. And after last weekend's kind of, nastiness and everything, I thought it would be fun to switch it up and have you guys both on. So good luck to both of you. I'm looking forward to the fight. And yeah, guys, appreciate it.
I had to throw one more in there.
I appreciate the love, Nolan. Adrian, thanks for coming on and being fucking cool. We're going to put on a show next week, dude. We're going to steal the show.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man, thank you, Nolan, man. It's always a pleasure. Randy, man, I'll see you in the cage, man. It's going to be fun. Man, I can't wait.